Stop doing that, man. Come on, stop it.
It's a pendulum of drinking.
Hey.
That's what it is today.
What's going
Savage
on?
AF. Savage AF is the show. You know what it is. I'm turn up. I'm your boy Black Pedro.
Shang.
In the building right here. You know what it is, y'all. Savage AF, man. We are here for you live Monday through Friday. Mondays and Fridays, we're on at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Tuesday through Thursday, we are on at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And that is live on YouTube and Facebook. Facebook, also known as Meta World Bookface.
Meta World Book. And also, we're on all the platforms. By the way, new note, we are trending right now in Shakrakamisha Lawanga. Yeah. That's how successful this show is. You guys are part of it.
I feel like you had a stroke just now.
In the middle of what I was saying.
And you're trying to order a milkshake.
I lost time. I lost time right there. What? It's not February. Yo, Coochie Damas up in the building. What up, though? Wendy Edwards in the building. Breezy JJ. We got
Christina Brown. AJ Fit Moving Kilos. Damani Jones.
Right.
Sandy English. I see y'all, man. Keep representing y'all. We appreciate y'all being here for us daily. If you ever miss us live, that's why you need to be tapped in to the Savage AF channel on YouTube. It's scrolling at the bottom of the screen.
It took you for a minute there.
I was like, what should we call this thing? What do they call this?
Savage AF
channel.
Channel. But if you go
scrolling.
If you go to the YouTube channel, you happen to be on the YouTube channel. If I tell y'all this every time, y'all got to know that I'm dead serious about it. And here we go again. Subscribe, motherfucker, subscribe. Subscribe, motherfucker, subscribe. Make sure you subscribe. And then once you subscribe, you got to. Rate it. Come on now. Thumbs up, thumbs down. But you know what the little thumbs up, rate, comment, thumbs up, thumbs down. It's all in the imagery on the people that are watching it. Like, subscribe. Also, if you get a chance, make sure you follow on the IG at Black Pedro. What it is, what it was, what it shall be. And at the same time, baby, that's the way we do it at Comedian Shang. Sluba, slap, give it on the side. Fupa fat. I don't know what the hell.
I'm on the black hand side.
Had another stroke. I'm having a lot today.
Got to be a world record for most strokes.
That's a world record. It's pretty good. It is pretty good. I admit it. That's pretty good. Also, make sure you check us out on all the podcast platforms of the show because we're on there too. And that's where we're trending. We're trending there. iTunes, Stitcher, Slacker, Google Play, iHeartRadio, Spotify, and SoundCloud. Yeah. We about to do some shows if everything stays open and
right. Either Southern California doesn't flood off into the sea, or everybody doesn't die. Friday, New Year's Eve. Bam. Your boys right here. Savage AF Live. Bam. Lean over on them, Shane, so they can see. There you. Hey, double time. You know what it is, y'all. Savage AF. We're gonna be live at the Laugh Factory in San Diego,
California, which means a whale's vagina.
It does. San Diego, California. Laugh Factory, one of the premier brands in all of comedy in the world.
In the world, that's where we're going.
In the world, we live in a twilight world.
Make sure you go to the Laugh Factory website. You can get your tickets now. We got 2 shows, 7 and 10 p.m. We're going to be down there rocking out. We have a few special guests. If you happen to not be doing that New Year's Eve and you want to get your laugh on and laugh into 2022 instead of coming to it crying and sad and upset, you want to come in laughing with a little pee coming out your, a little snot coming out your nose, come out to the show. And then if you miss us there, Bay Area, boom, bam, Savage AF Live. Again, here we go, January 7th and 8th. That's right, at the Alameda Comedy Club. 7th and 8th in Alameda, California, in the Bay Area. Make sure you check us out. We will be up in the building. Now, we can get down with the rundown.
Speaking of in the building, Miss Adverb is in it. She's our Minister of Defense. Wash your hands before And that just goes for everything. Before you leave the house, before you eat, before you come to our shows, before you celebrate New Year's, wash your hands, okay?
But see, wash your hands sound like it. Wash your ass.
Yeah,
but you got to do that too. You should wash your ass.
Wash your ass with your hands.
With your hands, and then wash your hands. Because you can't have.
And not with your ass.
You can't be like, oh, my hands is clean and your ass is just tortured. You don't want a tortured ass. You don't want, you don't want an ass that's offensive.
Crust butt.
Yeah. Right, crust butt. Exactly. So make sure you do that. If the flood comes, y'all be all right. Yeah, we goddamn right. We'll be all right. Nicole H. Now, this is something I've got to tell y'all before we jump into the rundown, on the run up, on the down, on the run up, on the run down. I done fucked it up, but you know what the fuck I mean. Listen, hear, feel. Okay, I need y'all to tell y'all friends to check out the show. Not only check out the show, subscribe to the channel. It's very important for us to get subscriptions to the channel so we can pay for all these starving Cambodians that are working on this show. Okay,
there's a lot.
And we can't, we can't pay them with air or pictures of money. So we need you to subscribe. And if you don't subscribe, that's some bullshit. That's some bullshit. So tell your friends subscribe. All right? Don't make me tell you again, motherfuckers. Because it's goddamn snakes on the goddamn plane.
We will send the mayor of Chicago after you.
That is not the mayor of Chicago. That's fucked up that he would say that, okay? The mayor of Chicago is a beautiful woman trapped in
Sam Jackson's face. Yeah, it's okay. Underneath Sam Jackson's face.
A lot of you motherfuckers is trapped. Look at my face. I'm trapped in Heavy D's face. So
I'm in the mood for love. There you go, guys.
All right,
Savage AF, man.
Let's give them the rundown on the run up. Why not?
It's Wednesday, December 29th, 2021, man. Woo! We got 2 more days left in 2021. Let's bring it on out. Right. This is our second to last show of the year. Yep. We'll be back at you Monday, tomorrow, I should say, and then Monday after that. But that being said, Wednesday, December 29th, Savage AF. Fuck your feelings. Facts matter.
Facts.
Black Pedro.
Hold up. Before we go into it, do facts really matter? I see more and more of the shit and the fuckery and facts. I don't know if facts matter anymore.
Fuck with the fuckery.
Right? The facts don't matter, All
right, so let's see.
These bullshit butty boys.
One thing that's facts on this show is that we're gonna end with a SHANGRY. When the SHANGRY is here, we're gonna end with a SHANGRY. Today's SHANGRY. Sorry, ladies. No kitty is worth 100 million. Let's talk about it. Let's get into it. Before we get into that, we're going to talk about, in our Black Pedro pop-in for today, a new black independent nation. New independent black nation, y'all.
Wow. That he went full blast. I'm blacker than black and I'm black, y'all. I'm blacker than black and I'm beige. I'm beige to beige, y'all.
Bayesian.
Yeah, I'm Bayesian.
All right. All right. Before we get into that, we do have a cracker watch for today. We want to get this name in. Bongino. It's the new name in white supremacy radio. Let's talk about it. You gotta identify them. You gotta be able to know who's out there, know what they're saying. Let's talk about it. Before we get into that, though, speaking of seeing them and knowing them, Rocky Mountain Maniacs. Right. We have another mass shooting in Colorado. Like another.
Can we add a segment called "Damn"?
God damn.
God damn.
But speaking of segments, we're gonna start today's show with a very critical question, and if you're ever able to answer it, you truly will have the answers to life. We begin today's show with this critical question right here.
Motherfucker say what? Yeah. Motherfucker say what? Say yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Motherfucker say what? If you can ever answer that, you've gotten to the essence of life.
Essence.
Today, our motherfucker say what? The new CDC quarantine guidelines be tripping. Dog. It's so the CDC now says that infected individuals need to quarantine for 5 days as opposed to 10 or isolate. It just I don't like to get conspiratorial on this show without too much evidence.
I put it this way, I will.
But it's in line with a demand and need for workers,
right?
While also there is a spike in cases. So it just adds up to a little bit of a suspicious stew. When you mix all those ingredients together and boil it in the pot, it kind of looks like the CDC might be kowtowing towards corporate America as opposed to public safety, especially when you have Dr. Walensky, the head of the CDC, who verbally stated on live television that part of their decision, part of these new guidelines, were based on what they believed people would be able to tolerate.
Right.
Which is different than science. That's public opinion. That's the sort of monkey-minded mentality of individuals who just don't want to do the work, the little bit of work it takes to mitigate. But when the CDC openly says that, hey, yeah, part of this is like we didn't think people would be able to tolerate more than 5 days, so fuck it.
Well, no, hold up.
Now hold up. Wait, well, I can hold up.
Well, hold up. Okay, first
off, hold up then.
Hold up. Now, I'm saying that, don't get me wrong, this motherfucker out there, this little sticky sponge ball is out there doing damage, granted. But Omicron, I'm sorry, I said it wrong. Omicron. Yeah.
Omicron.
Yes. Bottom line is, said it is not as deadly. It is not as deadly as
it's more contagious, but doesn't seem
to be as punch you in the throat, respiratory system fail type shit. Especially if you're
vaccinated.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you see, we both
twinsies.
No, but for real, I mean, the bottom line is, I agree with Fauci. I agree with what the CDC saying. I understand the conspiratorial part of it. And apparently, hey, Pedro, you got a little Oliver Stone on your face. A little bit of Oliver Stone.
What is that?
A little bit of Oliver Stone.
Conspiracy crust.
A little bit conspiracy crust. I think it is because a combination of, what people can tolerate. But again, at 4 days, actually, 4 to 5 days, that it tapers off where it's not contagious. It's not as contagious. And even at those 5 days, you still have to wear a mask consistently for the next 5 days to 5 to 7 days. So I see what they're saying. And at the same time, I understand what you're saying too. I'm torn. I'm in the middle because I feel like, people gonna go crazy as fuck. You think motherfuckers is killing people now? Everybody's gonna be like, "I'll eat your kids." Everybody's gonna be like that if we shut down again.
At my job the other day, for those who have doubt, I know we have doubters. We call them trolls in the comment section. But at my job the other day, a dude showed up to work, a fellow server who was like, he called in and was like, "I can't taste anything, and I don't feel that well." And they were like, "We already have too many people sick. I told you there's an outbreak at my job. I had to take a test."
Yeah.
This motherfucker showed up to work. and we had to have an argument with our managers like, "Yo, he can't be here." Like, I bounced from the room when I found out. I was like, "Yo, what are y'all doing?" And one of our managers was like, "Well, you're not a doctor." I was like, "But you ain't gotta be a doctor. You don't have to be a doctor." So
right.
If there's anything we learned in the 2 years of this pandemic is that a sudden loss of taste and smell is COVID. So like that's what it is. So I've been tested again, and the rapid came back negative again. But for anybody in there who's doubting corporate America's fucking morality, I'm telling you, they don't give a fuck.
What morality?
They will fucking send you out there, snot nose, booger breath, and all of that, just to get the product out, just to sell widgets. They don't give a shit.
I know what you're saying, but I'm going by what the CDC is saying and Fauci is saying and some of the people. But yeah, I mean, the fact that they shortened it, they're tripping a little bit. They definitely are tripping. They're tripping out a little bit. I give them that,
Yeah,
Man,
Nicole A says nobody has common sense anymore, and this is like, listen, you got to understand that in the hospitality industry, in especially in the restaurant side of it, like pre-pandemic, 4 years before I got into that industry, you were not ever supposed to come to work if you felt
sick.
ill at all. Sniffles, headache, dizziness, fever, diarrhea, whatever, all the Pepto-Bismol, upset stomach, diarrhea, like all the things in that song. If you had any of them things pre-pandemic, you were never supposed to show up to your restaurant job. You have to call in, do not show up. And in the middle of the pandemic, I'm telling you that my managers almost had this motherfucker working when he clearly had COVID. The fuck out of here, dog. Like,
well, I mean, what do? You can't really tell them, man. The CDC, you say the CDC is tripping. And by the way, these are the 3 people that work at the CDC. I don't know if y'all knew that. I found some. It's hard to find a picture of them. Is what I'm saying.
Well, no, and I don't want I don't want to paint the CDC as that, but the timing of it is funny. Maybe within the first 5 days is a critical period. I've heard that argument. So
right.
I don't want to negate that, but I will just say that the more leeway you give corporate America, and I'm telling you, I've just been in it. The more leeway you give corporate America, the more they'll take. Give a nigga rope, want to be a cowboy. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. What's up? We got Damani Jones jumped in here, Big Money, and Ralph Bankhead in the building. No, I know what you're saying. I just
Bankhead.
What I'm saying is this. What I'm saying is the bottom line is they can't have the economy take a tank, so they're willing to risk not only the people that are healthy, but even the people that are sick to get sicker. And we know that because it's all about money. You got to think there's people that will kill you for $50. And is life really worth $50 to kill somebody? But they will. So
for some people,
I mean, I know some people I kill for $1.05, but that's just me because I'm crazy. That's different. That's different with me. But I'm telling you, man.
Miss Adverb says people are scared to death to go broke, and they end up like the third world countries we see on TV. When realistically, and I agree with that, and realistically, we already have third world conditions within this quote unquote first world country. But yeah, I mean, yeah, I agree with that. People are not used to struggle, not used to uncertainty. A large portion of this country, and once faced with it, i.e., a pandemic like we have had, nothing makes sense anymore, and you're taking my freedom away, and I can't breathe, and we'll storm the Capitol because you can't, and it's like, I don't know, man.
So that's what I'm saying. Shit is so wild right now. Stuff is so crazy, but I don't think they're tripping. I really don't think that the CDC is tripping. I think they're trying to do the best they can within the situation that we're in. Yeah. To be honest with you, I mean, right now, these people at the CDC, these guys are doing the best they can. Now they're high as giraffe pussy while they're doing it, but they're doing it, and that's what that's all they can do.
Nicole H asks what people, and then answers her own questions.
Wow.
White tees.
Did she say white tees?
Yeah, so those are the letters she spelled.
We have a lot of racists on this panel. We got a lot. Nicole H, you are being racist, okay? Racist. And I want to speak to your manager. I want to speak to your manager right now, Nicole.
Nicole Sadler, another Nicole. We have multiple, don't fuck with us. We got other Nicoles, nigga. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Anybody out there want to fuck with, I can hit you with a Nicole.
So Nicole Sadler, hold up, Sam. You think the CDC's tripping?
She said Nicole Sadler said the CDC is tripping.
I mean, but what do you believe now? It's like
the changes, I just think it's it challenges, it diminishes their credibility. With these changes, the way they're presented sometimes, and it seemed like, again, this one came from the White House, maybe, you know what I mean, I don't know.
It seems a little suspect, is what you're saying.
Yeah, I
don't agree with you.
I believe they're leading with science, but
I think they're leading with science.
The presentation
and about finance, and it's always been that way. It's always been that way.
But you know, for the dumb motherfuckers out there, you know.
Hey, wait a minute, hold up.
And there are so many for them out there.
We have at least 2 dumb motherfuckers in the feed right now.
No, and then this part is for them.
This is part. I mean,
it's going to be hard for them.
I'm not going to say their name,
but it's going to be hard for them to swallow this anything from the CDC at this point, because they've seemed to them to be untrustworthy. And I listen to the CDC, yes, but sometimes I see that, okay, the way this is being presented or stated won't be helpful to a certain segment of the population, and that, you know, that's the issue.
Personally, I don't think they're tripping. I don't think they're tripping at all.
they're just jerking.
I don't know what
by the power of Grayskull.
By the power of Grayskull, I think that they're under pressure to make sure that the pressure from the White House and the economy keeps going, and at the same time, they still want people to be safe. So they're trying to do the 5 days. We are going to find out if this is something that's real, or if they spike even more, because the numbers have gone up even more. That's why I'm apprehensive even about our live shows. But that's what's happening.
We're record-breaking new case numbers over the pandemic, overall. So
why?
Almost 2 years in.
Nicole H said the CDC's on meth.
But they made the meth, like they know how to make good meth. It's like if Heisenberg, what was his name, Walter White or whatever from Breaking Bad, like if he started doing his own meth, you'd be like, well,
you mean Walter White?
It is the best.
That Heisenberg. Walter White, yeah.
How'd you just have that on deck that quick? Was that already there? God damn. This nigga is a magician of motherfucking memes. A meme-gician.
Meme-gician.
That's your new title on the show, meme-gician. Okay, so AJ Fit, I'll give you some here. Didn't CDC say vax didn't need a mask, then changed their minds? All right. First of all, I'm gonna need you to spell check that second there, because that's a pet peeve of mine, but it's all good.
Who cares?
Hey, don't fight me, dog. But I mean, listen, a lot of the things are fluid with this. I will say
right.
That. So I'll say yes. Yes,
it's new.
They have. This is what we're talking about, is that they go back and forth sometimes, which makes it hard for, you know, non-believers, especially in the vax. And I know you're one of those, AJ Fit, who doesn't believe in the vax. So you know, them going back and forth makes it seem, incredible. Which is what I was saying. But also, I just real quick want to say the conditions change. So therefore, your reactions to them have to. So like, I know initially Dr. Fauci, like very, very beginning of the pandemic, was like, there's no need for people to run around with masks on. And then they would cut off that clip and be like, see, he said we didn't need masks. But then he kept on talking and was like, there's no need for us to have masks on unless we see community spread. And then once we saw community spread, he's like, all right, time to mask up. And then people are like, but you said we don't need masks. And he didn't say we didn't need masks. He said we don't need masks unless we see community spread. So it's like, it's all conditional. It's all conditional.
Editing. It's called spin. What has been happening with the people that don't believe, and I'm not mad at you, because there's some stuff that I wish you've been back and forth on, like, pertaining to the COVID and wash your hands and all this stuff. Back and forth. I consistently do it anyway, because I know that there's a spin. And ultimately, if you go down to the money situation, which is what you're saying, Pedro, if you think money, they don't want this economy to fucking fall apart. This is Republicans or Democrats. There's people that do not want to go back on a lockdown. Indiana, there's parts of Indiana that's on the first stage of relocking down.
And it's like nobody wants the economy to fall apart, but it does seem to be a more conservative initiative to keep things open no matter what's going on. Whereas I think on the liberal side, it's like lock things down if we need to, if the science says, and then let's pass out all these trillions of dollars that the United States actually does have. And let's tax the rich a little bit more so that we can use that money for the greater population.
Wait a minute.
In these times of need.
No, I know. First off, nigger Pedro, speak for yourself.
That's not how I spell black.
I'm one of the rich people, and I feel we should let the poor. I think we should grind the poor up and put them in my cafe.
Let them eat toilet paper.
Let them eat dirty cake. I don't think so.
Big Money said, always need a mask around these fools. Nicole H agrees. You have to stay masked up.
Well, you have to stay masked up. You got to stay masked up because this situation. But they said somebody said
it's a mitigation tactic.
Wait a minute.
On top of
others. The vaccine could stop Delta. The vaccine couldn't stop fucking Omicron. The vaccine could stop COVID. But you think a mask could do it? Okay, all you people that say that dumb shit. Okay, let me say something. Don't wear your seatbelt. Don't wear your seatbelt, y'all. You have the right. You're an American. I want you to drive as fast as possible and don't wear your seatbelt. And also deactivate your bag in the car. I want you to do that.
AJ Fit don't give two fucks about my pet peeves and hasn't said anything once about all them pink shirts. First of all, Biggie said it.
AJ Fit. Wow.
First of all.
First off, AJ.
Notorious B.I.G. said it. Pink Gators, my Detroit players. Okay, no, my shirts aren't made out of gator skin, but bright colors attract the girls, homies. Okay, you don't always.
I never heard that.
You what? That's Pimpin' Ken. Pimps up, hoes down. Hookers at the point.
I don't really take advice from pimps. I don't.
But that's what we. Pink Gators, my Detroit players.
Okay, but AJ Fit.
I know what he said.
AJ Fit.
Hypnotized.
AJ Fit, you never wore pink. You never wore chartreuse. You never wore fuchsia. I know
Come on, man.
I used to date this girl named Fuchsia.
Lavender?
You never fuck with lavender?
Yeah, niggas better get into your past.
You better get into your colors. And I wear black all the time because
Shane does.
I like black.
He always wants to look like a suspect.
It was him. Like if there's a lineup, it was him on the end. It was the motherfucker in the green shirt. No, it was you. But I personally think
okay, so somebody else knew what I'm talking about. Hookers at the point. Come on, Big Money. Stay with me, dog. Pimpin' Ken. All them niggas went down, I'm saying, but pimps up, hoes down, man. The names changed, but the game remains the same.
And I'm trying to explain to you, bitches, I don't give a fuck if it's raining. I need you to give me my money. If you have to run through the raindrops.
I'm talking, nigga, this is where we met.
Get me my money.
This is where we met the Bishop Don Magic Wine. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking critical. She said, all I want to do, daddy, is get up out this bed and go get your money.
Wow.
Oh, man, come on,
man.
I'm sorry.
Know. But
I'm a throwback type dude.
He definitely went into his pimp archives on that one. But the CDC, you did. The CDC, I believe, and I'm gonna have faith in it without being super duper frighteningly extra specially negative, is doing the best they can under the fucked up circumstances we got.
Yeah,
that's all. It's a fucked up circumstances. They're trying to balance the help people, economy, appease to the fucking powers that be. And so I'm going to give the CDC a break. I'm going to give Fauci a break. He's a fucking 70, whatever change old man that's trying to just trying to keep the boat afloat. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it is. And Nicole, don't give me the eyes. Don't give me those goddamn eyes.
What you looking at? Also, I will say, honestly, I believe this, you don't like to make excuses, but what's real is what's real is that a foundation, a paved path of doubt towards science around this pandemic had been laid out before Joe Biden got here, such that it was going to be hard to convince people to do this thing, right?
You got to think this is
a lot of people did, and
a lot of these people are.
But a lot of people didn't.
Hey, I got a bridge I want to sell you. These people are those kind of mentality people. If you, I used to do a bit in my act about how people are subliminally easy to fucking manipulate. Like if I said pot pie, I would go on stage and say pot pie like 20 times. Pot pie, pot pie, pot pie, pot pie, pot pie, pot pie, pot pie. And then at the end of the night, I said, I'm going to be outside selling pot pies. And that because it sticks in your head. If you say masks don't work, masks don't work, masks don't work, over and over and over again, there's going to be a percentage of people in the fucking country that go, well, masks don't work. Neither do seatbelts. I'm gonna take this airbag and deactivate it. I'm gonna drive around, whatever. Whoa, shit! I went through the window. How the fuck did that?
I don't have time to bake the pie, but I do have pot after the show.
Yeah, pot pie.
I might not have pot pie, but I got pot.
It's pimp you nation, exactly. Asian, where you, it's the word. It's like I was talking to somebody today, and they don't believe me. But this is true, and you can check it. McDonald's advertises every day. Who the fuck don't know McDonald's? Everybody knows McDonald's, but guess what? Fuck if you don't know when the McRib comes
out. They show that cheese melting.
Yep.
The steam coming out. The coffee.
Man,
these niggas be selling coffee. I'm like, bitch, I know what coffee is.
I know. Yeah, exactly. These niggas that know when the McRib's coming out more than they do their child's birthday. So that's
Nicole H is like, is it vegan? I'm about to get back hard on my vegan game, by the way, guys. I'm just I'm doing some experimentations.
He fell off.
Well, no, I did. But I was still eating clean.
You were eating clean.
I got back to meat though. You know what I'm saying?
I came over. I was hanging with Pedro, and he had. Remember the Fred Flintstone, big Brontosaurus burger? He's like the big rib. He's like, yeah, making ribs. I'm like, just this once though. And then it was 2 times after that.
One of them where you got to pick up the bone, which is you got to put it over your shoulder.
That's that. Look, Mr. Evans already gonna look lies.
I said about to. Can a nigga get into the new year?
It's the holidays, exactly.
For your children, woman.
Big Moni said it right. It's the holidays. The holidays, people fall off and then they come back on, and then you got to go back in the gym. Everybody go back in the gym, except for AJ Fit.
But I have seen a back-to-back difference between being plant-based the vast majority of 2020, and then getting back to meat in 21, and I think like next year I'm working for a balance where, because like in 2020 I wasn't able to work out, and I just got skinny and eating a bunch of vegetables and stuff. And then this year it's been like, oh, I put on some of that shit came back, and I was like, all right, well, I don't want to be there either, but I'm working out again. So I want to see what it's like when I'm working, when I'm able to work out 4 days a week and be plant-based and just see what
what I decided was I like salmon. I don't know, y'all maybe everybody's not with it, but I like salmon. So I think that it's a combination of eating more plant-based, because you got to understand, I was 316 pounds. I'm 277 now. So, and I still got a long way to go. But what I'm saying is what helped me was eating fish and a lot of veggies, but I still could not eat fish.
AJ Fitz like excuses, bruh. It's called explanations. All right, my nigga.
Salmon.
Can a nigga expound on his diet?
You know what? Enough with that. We're gonna move on to the next thing, because we do need to move. We about to me and you and AJ Fitz is excuses. But I mean, yo, man, that's 40 pounds, dude, and I'm still got a long way to go. So
keep going, bro. You got it.
I'm still
I think
all the ladies, I'm still a chunky monkey.
Hey, but
yeah. So. Well, the next, I'm gonna tell you, the next one really disturbed me.
Speaking of monkeys, monkey-minded motherfuckers, we got another Rocky Mountain maniac.
Rocky Mountain
went on a shooting spree in Denver.
Yes,
I believe killed 5 people before being killed by the cops.
Actually, this is police identified 47-year-old man killed 5 people, injured 2 others. In Colorado shooting spree, suspect died of gunshot wound during gunfight with the police.
There you go. Okay. So that being said, it seems like also the latest I saw is that he did have some sort of connection with the victims. had either done done business or had some kind of dealing.
But the one thing I haven't found, I always like to play the race card. I like to play the race card because the race card's already played on me. And as I always say, don't really have the deck. But what was he? Was he Caucasoid from the Caucasoid Mountains? Was he a brother? Was he was he Nigrinas? What was he? I don't know. But I know that the footage, this is the imagery I saw that I found was a lot of police cars. That's about it.
So
was he a white dude? Is what I'm saying.
Well, there's a high probability at this point.
Anybody in the feed, let me know.
Nicole H hits on something I was thinking is that there's something in the air in Colorado, because we got to understand that Denver is called the Mile High City, right? I'm not sure elevation wise there is any city more populated that's higher in the air. The air is thinner there. I remember the first time.
The air is thinner there. Athletes go there specifically to train.
I mean, yeah,
so
the United States Olympic Training Center is in Colorado Springs, and part of that is for the elevation. So, like, you got to understand, like, the greatest distance runners in the world are these, Africans who train in the high altitudes of the mountains. Why? Because the air is thinner. And if you can train your lungs to pull in air.
Pedro, what's making these crazy motherfuckers?
I think it's the lack of oxygen. To be honest,
I think that
they're not training for the Olympics. They're just not breathing well.
I think that you got to think violence has went up, shooting deaths have went up, and people are agitated. People are upset. People feel like we're never going to come out of this cycle that we're in. So there's a hopelessness, and when you're hopeless, sometimes you don't give a fuck about nobody else, and you'll end up saying, "Oh, so you ain't gonna give me extra cheese and pickles, motherfucker!" And then
you Michael Douglas and falling down all of a sudden.
Yeah, right. A lot of people are basically in that mind frame. Let's be real with you. So
now that you know what? Now that I think about it, the movie Falling Down, Michael Douglas, seems like it might have been a gateway movie for the shooter,
right?
Where it's like, oh, we're supposed to feel sorry for this guy because he can't get an Egg McMuffin at 10:01, and they've moved to the you know what I mean? Like,
right.
Part of that movie, we were supposed to feel sorry for that guy. Like, oh man,
well, yeah, his wife
was just too hard. Yeah, it was just so hard. It's like, no, none of that was a reason to go around.
Stacey, you're late. You know what that means? Up on the pole.
Fellas, get your dollars out next to the pole.
Next to the pole, Stacey Patterson. Shake that yellow ass, girl.
You can pat she's a Patterson, so pat that ass.
Yeah. Right, pop that pussy, Patterson. No, but I think that you know what? Nicole H said it, Rona rage. I really do think that the frustration, the aggravation, and also if it happens to be a Caucasian that did the shooting, by chance, I'm not saying that it is. I'm just saying it could be.
What?
It could be. What?
Say who?
It could be. I'm just saying for the people. I don't know. Anybody in the feed, let us know. The bottom line is there's a tendency for, I think, white men, because it's mostly white men that do the mass shootings. Would you agree, Pedro? Mostly white men. They feel like they're losing their privilege.
I mean, you don't even need my agreement. The numbers don't lie.
Right, their privilege, their power, their grip. That's why they're doing so much fuck tartary that they're doing. So now they feel like, well, fuck it then. I'm gonna kill everything that moves. You got to think the motherfucker drove from one part of Texas, like a 7-8 hour drive to El Paso, to shoot Latinos because Trump suggested it.
Well, because of the xenophobic atmosphere that Trump trumped up. You know what I mean? That he drummed up.
But what I'm saying is, this dude might not have did. He might have bitched and said with his white friends, "Fuck all the niggers and fuck the Hispanics and the Spics and the Jews." He might have said that, but I don't know if he would have actually done it. I think that Corona, the coronavirus and the shutdowns and everything else is making people lose their marbles. That's what I believe.
I mean, these
and
types
going
of
on shooting sprees.
Well, no, I mean these types of shootings were happening way before this pandemic.
But
so
it seems like it's clumped up a little bit more.
Yeah. What I will say is that, first of all, as a responsible gun owner,
to a point.
I just want to impart to the audience
I'm letting the crowd know that Pedro been wanting to bust on about 5 people.
Yeah, wanting to is fine. But when you get to the point where you actually do it and drive from location to location and start busting on people, you never should have had a gun in the first place. So none of these weapons that we are allowed to have, except for Shang.
Wow.
I'm sorry.
No, that's okay, man. That's all right. That's okay. That's okay.
Yeah, we're fine. But none of them are meant for this.
Why you gotta tell people, Miss Amber, don't you?
Right. This for all the 2A motherfuckers out there, right? Like the Second Amendment, right? It's you can form a militia against your corrupt government, okay, even though there isn't one, or it's not the kind of corrupt that you think it is. But whatever. But no part of the Second Amendment is, oh, this bitch looked at me wrong, or this nigga cut me off in the traffic, or you know what I mean? Voices in my head said so I can shoot. No.
Look,
so none of that is about gun ownership. So for those that I just want to repeat that your guns are not for personal vendettas.
Guns are not for personal vendettas. I agree with you, but what I'm saying is, I agree with you, but I'm saying that even if you're a law-abiding person that bought a gun, but you're not the most stable motherfucker, and everybody know you're not a stable motherfucker, because I can act a certain way to get the gun, and then when I get the gun, I go, I got the gun. Fuck it, I tricked, I fooled you. Pat, pat, pat. Everybody dies in the Starbucks. So, but I'm saying that, okay.
Nicole's like, those are all valid reasons, baby.
Okay. And they're bonkers enough to think it's all right to chase a black man down the street and shoot him.
Well, but
they're bonkers.
But that was just reminiscent of the ancient American history. So that is foundational thought in America. You know what I mean? Like AJ Fit, I'm with you on that. That's a different thing than what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is people who think that on a day-to-day basis they should pull out a gun, and murder has been up through this pandemic. So maybe it's people just have more time on their hands, and the pressures are up. But we've had these mass shootings before. But people, I will concede that people are actually more in a mode of let me settle this personally with this gun real quick over bullshit, like really, really petty bullshit. It's not like a puppy in John Wick.
Okay,
it's like over dumb shit.
I read some of the information pertaining to this, and there's definitely a backstory of some kind of connection with some of the people he shot. But some of the people that were injured, two people that were injured. And so out of the 5 and the 2, there was only 2 that he was associated with. The thing is, when a person's that crazy, even if I'm mad at Jill or Barbara, and she's the one that broke my heart, they don't decide just to kill Jill and Barbara. They kill Jill, Barbara, and then everybody else that has a letter that starts with the letter J. It's like it's like a horrible murder. Sesame Street. Yeah. Oh, you like jelly beans? Pow! What I'm saying is they're that bonkers. But if they didn't have access to that type of gun, the kind of gun that they get access to, then we wouldn't have it. Remember the Chris Rock thing? If you're the 5th person to get stabbed in a multiple stabbing, you earned that. You kind of deserve to be stabbed. But you can't say that I've shot off some of the guns that Pedro got. The shotgun, put it this way.
You could
everybody near the stop sign is getting it. If there's a stop sign and you standing by that bitch, and I'm trying to shoot Daryl over here, guess what? You getting it too. Because when he shot the shotgun, I shot it First time I was like, so is this supposed to hurt your shoulder like that? Nobody didn't, one of the little signs said it's going to hurt your shoulder. Secondly, it literally took the legs off of the fucking thing we were shooting at. Like you shot it and went, plow, and everybody, and there's so many people shooting on the range. It scared the shit out of me. I was like, oh, fuck, man. And then I looked over and somebody else goes, man, good shot. And I'm like, you ain't got to have your eyes wide open when you say that. You're fucking with me. You don't like it. Yeah, this shit right here, you never want that when somebody's explaining shit with you. Like, yeah, man, that was really good shot.
Where'd you learn to shoot like that?
Yeah, you don't want that. Man, why don't you come over our house and hang out for a while?
All right. Well, speaking of you know what? That sounds like the next nutter butter motherfucker.
The nutter butter what?
Nut buddy nut fucker. So I don't know if this will be a new segment on Savage AF, but for some reason this seemed like a cracker watch to me. Where we know they're out there, guys. So you might it's like bird watching or
okay, right.
But
he's not a cracker, but he is asshole cracker affiliated.
Well, no. I mean, it's like Big Rube said from Outkast. You either a cracker or a nigga to think you're a cracker. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
It ain't.
First off, this motherfucker looked like he really needs therapy.
He looks like he rapes garbage cans.
Yeah, he does.
Like he just runs through the neighborhood, fucks the shit out your trash, and then moves on to the next house.
He really is. I've seen him in interviews. I've seen him, and I went, "What?"
Let's say it. Let's say a name.
Okay,
his name is Dan Bongino.
Dan Bongino.
I hope I'm not saying it right, but he's like the fourth largest voice in talk radio, and reading through this article that I got from the New Yorker, so please look it up yourselves. I didn't realize how big radio still is. And I guess when we go between like the digital and the AM FM, but specifically AM FM wise, like radio is still really, really big. Like even above as big as podcasting gets,
it's still not fucking with radio.
Yeah, there are still more people.
Because you know what? One of the main people that listen to podcasts and radio are truckers. And truckers,
the supply chain.
It's the supply chain truckers, and they buy into a lot of the bullshit. And look at this raperson face.
Oh yeah.
This is just like, and when I'm not worshiping the devil, I'm kicking babies down steps. I mean, Dan Bongino has always been that way. And because the climate changed with the 4 years of Kentuckery, we got that's Kentuckery. That's Tucker fucker.
Tucker fuckery.
Tuck fuckery. Yes, tuck fuckery. And you got to think the Trump-tastic shit-tasticery. All these words are made up, but as Pedro says, all words are made up. The bottom line is it makes people a window open for motherfuckers like this demonic seed. This motherfucker, you know that he used to torture his cats when he was little. You could tell.
I feel like he's standing on a cat
right now. I mean, this motherfucker is absolutely
crazy,
bonkers.
But
he's always looking like that. He always looks like that's somebody that shouldn't get a gun.
All right. So according to in this article from
Ralph Bankett, I am a trucker, and truckers can listen to they listen to podcasts, because if you got to drive for 7 hours, you can listen to a podcast for 2 hours.
Shout out to Carolina Boss. Carolina Boss, one of our avid followers. He's in that supply chain as well.
Right. And so
appreciate y'all.
It's a big platform, and then you got some people that are easily swayed. Not our people. Maybe a few of our Russian bots that come into the show.
Batianas.
The Batianas. But I mean, the bottom line is that's why his listenership, part of his listenership is that middle America.
So according to Edison Research, a market research and polling firm.
Right.
For every hour that Americans listen to podcasts this year, they listen to 6.5 hours of AM FM radio. Okay?
What?
6.5 times more listeners or time spent listening to AM FM over podcasts. Yeah. So we're talking about influence here. And as you have, voices falling off from, various conservative, networks and outlets, a voice like his is going to continue to emerge. This is a guy who is a former, I believe, police officer, but definitely a former Secret Service agent as well. So to this audience of infected orc ears, he has legitimacy, right? When you say Secret Service, yeah, that crowd's gonna be like, gosh, he was like by the president and good. You know what I mean? So it's automatically gonna give him more credibility than he most likely deserves
but does he have no, he's the fourth biggest, but I want to ask the people, I don't know, have you ever listened to him? I've seen him on interviews. I've seen him on.
That's why I want to bring him up.
I've listened to him. I've listened to him.
I have not. I have never heard the name.
I have. And I'm gonna tell you, Pedro, it is literally like alternate universe. Like if the emotion in an alternate universe was hate and self-hate and division, he'd be like the king there. Like everything he says, like there's not one part of his show that you go, oh, well, that makes sense. Oh, that's true. Like literally the whole time he's making shit up. And it's all like, it's like, I feel like somebody black fucked him over when he was young and it just stuck with him. And he rails at anything that anybody black does. Even if it was a black person that saved his life and like a car accident, he's still like, yeah, you pulled me out my car because you don't want me to have the freedom to drive my car. Motherfucker, the car was on fire.
The freedom to burn alive, though. And you took that.
He's one of those dudes. He's one of those dudes. Like, there's no reaching him. There's no logical rationale that you could fucking possibly reach him with. And when I was listening to it, I literally was listening to it going, oh, I got to definitely write some material about this bitch.
Yeah. So, for me, and the reason I wanted to just like highlight this name obviously wasn't to increase his following. But I think among us, Big Money's like, is he a Candace Owens? Worse, I think, but worse because he has a bigger following too.
He has a bigger following,
and again, I go back to the legitimacy of his law enforcement and time with the Secret Service as something that's captivating to that audience, right? But more importantly, the fact that we don't know him, but he is so influential in that space. And when we talk about America moving forward, we're talking about two sides clashing,
Well, you say he's legitimate. He's a legitimate.
I didn't say he's legitimate.
No, he's a legitimate. No. It adds an air of legitimacy.
No. I'm not even saying that. I'm saying to that audience.
Right? He's a legitimate loony.
Not to
he's
me.
A fucking loony.
No, not to that. No, not to that audience. To that audience, he is that his time in the Secret Service, his time as a police officer, gives him legitimacy to them, not to me, not to anybody with common sense.
Not to me. Yeah. But the only reason I listened to the show is because I was supposed to be on a debate show with him. So I listened to him to get ready to debate, as one of the panelists to debate him. And then he canceled, not come on the show. Brittany Lester, what's up? So the bottom line is we're going to have voices like that. And yes, he is like, if Candace Owen was way more aggressive, because Candace Owen is aggressive, but because she has a little alien head, she doesn't come off that way. This is a big, muscular, thorough looking motherfucker that, like, if he did say something to you, you would have to throw hands because he really is about that. He's about that. He's one of those dudes. Plus, from the fact that he was a police officer and he had that, well, I didn't get any pussy when I was in high school, so I'm going to get real big and strong and lift a lot of weights. And then after that, I'm going to push people around and they can't do anything about it because I was in the CIA. I mean, he's one of those dudes. And I've heard him say shit like that, Pedro, where you go, get the fuck out of here. You can pull it up on any YouTube. When he's on shows, he intimidates the other guests. And I was like, can't wait to get on a panel with this bitch. Fuck you, nigga. Come on. Yeah, I was like, come on, bitch, let's go. And then he canceled. So I was like,
Adverb said his reach is wider. Not everyone can get podcasts. AM/FM is free. Yep. Can't argue with that. But I didn't realize that so many people were still listening to this. And when you think about the demographic that might still be doing that, it would make sense that these kind of messages would be popular in that space. It's just people behind the times. They're still tuning in like, Paul, it's time for the race hour on Cracker FM. And
well, thank you for coming to listen to me talk about. Anybody ever taste the flesh of a baby? I mean, he's fucking. When I say that this motherfucker is bonkers, he's bonkers. But you know who's more bonkers than him? I mean, way more, and had as big a platform as him. I'll eat your kids. I'll eat my neighbor.
Alex Jones.
Jones.
But this guy is in that space.
Space.
This is the thing.
But he's more legitimate.
He's in that space. Nicole H says she never listens to AM/FM, especially not WKKK FM. Yeah, probably not for us, by us. Yeah, man. So this is, and I put new because it's new to me.
No, it was the only reason I know about
it.
But years ago, about
I think
8 years ago.
I think 2012 or so. He started 8-9 years. He started
8 years ago. I was it was
in his garage or whatever.
It's supposed to be me, a guy named Zumu or some shit like that out of the Bay. He was a right wing.
Was this nigga a celestial being from another planet?
Something I can't remember his name. It was something Moo and M-O like cow and some shit. And he was a radio disc jockey up in the Bay Area where he is a real right wing. So they wanted me, him, and another comic to debate them, and he was the one. And so I did the research on him so I could fucking just roast his ass to the ground and murder him. And he didn't Mad Cow. No, it's not bad. Is it Mad Cow?
Foot and Mouth, DJ Foot and Mouth.
Yeah. It's Mad Cow Tipper. He was in the Bay. I'm dead serious. So you might be right, Miss Adver.
Moo Cow, Mad Cow.
He was a radio. So I mean, but what we're saying about this dude is he's reaching an amount of people that I think
Mad Cow sounds like a real DJ that you know.
I think she's right. The problem is he's reaching so many people with his evil that I don't think we can pull him back because he's like, look into my eyes. That's the
scary part. That's the scary part.
This motherfucker he's so bananas. He's so bonkers, dude. You listen to him for 4 minutes.
Was Mad Cow a white dude?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Mad Cow in the morning. I think we all right. I think we nailed it. Thank you, Miss Adver, our
this is years
Minister
ago.
of Defense.
Because when I would go up to do,
she said he was a cool dude.
No.
Maybe it's a different dude. Maybe a different.
Might be a different guy. Might be a different.
They run in herds. You know what I mean.
So but the move. See, DJ. Who is DJ? Who?
Diabetes. That's Wilford Brimley on the 1s and 2s.
Okay.
DJ Diabetes.
Savage AF, we're at a point. We're already at this point. Savage AF,
we're
bringing
here.
it to you. The bottom line is make sure you check us out on all the social media platforms. But if you listen to podcasts, check us out on iTunes, Stitcher, Slacker, Google Play, iHeartRadio, Spotify, and SoundCloud. Now, you know you got to do something when you go there. The bottom line is you got to like and subscribe. And once you like and subscribe, you happen to be on YouTube. You're doing your thing on YouTube. You're looking up, how do I cook a baby turtle? Make sure you do that. Make sure you hit us with that, and we'll feel better, and you'll feel better, and your whole life will be better. Make sure you subscribe and share this show with other people. Okay? Share the show with other people. Period.
Yes, sir.
The end. Let's go.
Let's go, y'all. All right, man. As we move forward, we're going to do it a little something like.
Hey, hey, hey. It's your boy Black Pedro popping in. Hey, hey, hey. With another popping to let you know what's popping.
Hey, it's your boy Black Pedro with another popping to let you know what's popping, man. All right, man. You know, yesterday I was talking about Black Militia. Today I'd like to talk about a new independent Black nation. And, you know, what I was thinking was maybe we could have like an island, you know, just where we don't have to border nobody at all.
Right.
And Black people could just be free to, you know, govern themselves. And check this out, Shang. I came up with a name for this country.
What is it?
Brand new concept. You know, I make up words all the time, dog.
Right.
Barbados.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I don't know if that'll be the national dance, but I'm going to call this country Barbados.
But Barbados there's already a Barbados.
No. The one I'm talking about, it'll be different. No. This one will be different than the Barbados that about a month ago just broke away from the crown of England, from Elizabeth II, and removed her as head of state.
What Barbados do you mean?
And now it's being run by two Black women. Their first president and then the Black woman is prime minister. My Barbados would be slightly different.
Okay.
I guess I hadn't thought about this Barbados that you talk about.
The Barbados that actually,
no, the one that on November 30th gained its new independence from England and became the world's newest republic and run by Black people in the Western Hemisphere. Hell yeah, I'm talking about that Barbados, man. Let's go, y'all. Hey, shout out to my Uncle John, R.I.P. One of my grandfather's last surviving brother, who resettled in Barbados from Trinidad. And Barbados was the first Caribbean island I ever went to. And we visited him on our way to Trinidad back in 1983.
Tree. Was
as
it
they
tree?
Would say. 83.
Yeah, I don't know. It was 83.
That's where I ate flying fish and corn cuckoo. But, you know, I didn't realize this happened about a month ago. But Barbados, and I saw some clips of Rihanna and the prime minister and things like that. But I didn't click onto it. I didn't get into it.
I watched the footage of it.
Well, nigga, you gotta tell me when we got a new Black country, because nigga, we might have to run to Barbados. Shit, the whole time I've been like, where we gonna go? Black people, where we going? Shay's like, oh, Barbados is for Black people.
I've been in Barbados, man, for brothers and sisters. Man, there's a lot of beautiful Black star power down here.
Also, before I pass it on to you, Shang, and we get out of here, man, I just wanted to say that the English crown has been a heinous presence on this planet, especially for Black people in African and Caribbean nations. And they still hold sovereignty over several Caribbean islands, as well as other territories around the world. America does too. But
make sure you put that in there for sure.
But you got to understand, America is a result of breaking away from the British crown. Like, y'all crazy, I can't do this. Fuck this tea. You know what I mean? So there's something about that British crown. And I would like to, just shout out to Barbados and Rihanna for kicking out.
Yeah, this happened maybe we should have did this on the show a month ago. This happened a month ago.
Well, I get it. But hey, for me, it's never too late. When I learn something, I try to pass it on. And I'm just telling y'all, hey, it's all good. You welcome anytime to tell me when we got a new nigga nation that blacks could go to. Like, I'm trying to get there, dog. I'm like, where we gonna go? Shane keeping it. Him and Janet Jackson down there preparing. That's why you wear all black, because you're part of the Rhythm Nation. I see.
And by the way, he down there partying. I knew about it because I used to kick it with this girl that was from Barbados. I used to, and she was fantastic.
Bejan, as they call it.
She was a Bejan. She was dope. Put it this way, her vagina was magnificent. But
in the air, call it sunshine.
It's one of those. Hey, look, I'm never coming home. Type shit.
Yeah, I'm not coming home.
Thank
you, Nicole H. Better late than never. Sorry if I was late for y'all on that, but the new independent black nation I've invented is called Barbados.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And I've instilled 2 black women to run it, and they're free from the crown. Won't solve all the problems immediately, but on an island that is 91% black and 4% white. I'd say Queen Elizabeth has nothing to do with it.
You got to think this has been going around. I gotta say it. Fuck you, BP, and not Black Pedro. The other one.
You don't have to do it. There is no other. There is no other.
Dude.
Wait, let it go. That is nothing.
Woo!
I don't even see it.
All right. You know what? I'm just gonna say this. I'm gonna say this. I'm leaving it alone, but. All right, no
cases on all you motherfuckers.
Cases on it's just like fucking. It's just late to the party. Savage AF, make sure that y'all tell your friends to subscribe to the channel. My Shangry is gonna make the women probably not like me, but I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. Y'all are out of y'all mind thinking that you are deserving. Fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? Dr. Dre, ex-wife, don't get me wrong, attractive woman, seemed like she
gave birth to children, though, right? Right? See?
Yeah, all right.
She gave birth?
Dre, yeah, I know. She gave birth. Dr. Dre to pay ex-wife Nicole Young $100 million in divorce settlement reports. She even wanted half of the fucking earnings from Dre Day and all that other stuff she did. And even the court said, bitch, get the fuck out of here.
You wasn't here for the first album. Damn.
I know. $100 million. You want $100 million? And Dre thought, I'm worth $840. I'll give it to her. Fuck that. Y'all women are tripping. And so you feel that your pussy is really worth that much, and that is your plan, $1 million? Get the fuck out of here. Are you kidding me? Now, I'm not saying Dr. Dre and his wife didn't help him build some of it, but she didn't help him do the fucking beats in the tour and was all that other stuff. And she went down with NWA and all that other shit. Get the fuck out of here. And all you women that feel like you deserve half, like the Eddie Murphy shit, half. I can tell you right now, first off, you deserve half. You deserve half that ass whooped if you feel you deserve half of somebody's shit. I would rather pay a motherfucker to do something to you. So you're tripping. $100 million. And then she wanted $10,000 a month for laundry. $10,000 a month for laundry. $20,000 a month for her cell phones.
What are you doing? What are you doing to your phone
that
you need to is she shitting in her pants and has to get $10,000? Like, yeah, I just wouldn't use the bathroom anymore. I would just shit in my clothes, wipe my ass, and then change my clothes, and then be like, here.
Dr. Dre has to pay her $50 million now, and then $50 million at the end of 2022. And I want to know.
He don't have to do shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. This nigga better get on the next rocket to space.
I know. What is
I live on the moon.
I wanted to ask.
I don't live by your Earth laws.
Yeah. First off, they can't find me up here behind this lunar.
I'm in orbit.
Hold up. The lunar cycle is different than your cycle, bitch.
Orbit. I'm in orbit.
Okay. And the
I live with satellites.
Exactly. $1 million. And she wanted that. She wanted $20,000. You know, she wanted, $100,000 for a month for transportation. She wanted both of the houses. She wanted, it's just bananas. And I want to know, in women's mind, if you met a man that was already doing his thing and you really didn't set him up for success, what in your fucking mind makes you believe you deserve $100 million? Now, I'm not saying don't take care of her, give her one of the houses, take care of the kids, whatever. But if these kids need a $20,000 a month laundry bill, then your kids, there's something wrong with your kids. They shit too much and you need to get their asses fixed. That's just bananas. Oh, AJ Fitz said it. Marriage equals...
It's 100 million reasons why you shouldn't get married, I guess, is what.
Man, yeah. Learned. It's like, what, 60% of marriages fail?
Nicole, they said that's why you don't get married.
60%, but I feel so... Now, Dr. Dre did beat up Miss LA. And that was fucked up that he hit me in the ear. I couldn't hear him.
And what was her name?
Miss LA, yeah.
No, but he also
he smacked a couple chicks around.
D Vines, I think.
Yeah, it was. She was a VJ. She was actually on BET, and she did video. She would introduce videos and stuff like that. Yeah, but that much money, ladies, really? Do you deserve that? And any woman that you feel you deserve it, inbox me at Comedian Shang on IG and inbox Pedro, and we'll talk about it on another show. But we're gonna get out of here now. But I'm gonna tell you right now, you can inbox at Black Pedro, follow him on the gram, and follow me at Comedian Shang on the gram, and inbox me and let me know how you feel that this woman, I don't give a fuck what her high yellow ass, and people said, man, but she fine. And this niggas was actually saying to me, yeah, but she was fine. I don't give a fuck. There ain't no fine in the world worth $100 million.
You should be paid for being fine. No, that's not you're not unless she was like marketing your brand, unless she was a spokeswoman for Beats, no, nigga, no. She didn't bring you no money back.
She didn't bring the Beats in. She didn't NWA. She didn't produce the stuff with Eminem. She didn't on and on.
Stop. But I can't. The last part of this I can't, endorse, but I can. The first part, Nicole Sadler said we don't know what went on behind closed doors. He probably beat her too. I can't say he probably beat her too. I can't say that. But what I can agree with is that we don't know what went on.
But so we do know what went on business-wise.
It's possible.
But we do know what went on business-wise. We do know what went on how much he was worth before he met her. We do know what went on and the music that he produced and arranged was before her.
Wives might have to keep receipts to show how they increased revenue or streamline productivity,
right?
For the for the Dr. Dre Corporation family thing or whatever.
That's crazy. That's crazy to me.
What do I know?
But she's gonna get the settlement, and somebody actually said that to me. But yo, man, she was really pretty.
That's not the reason she should get $100 million.
That's not the reason.
I'm not saying there's no reason, but I'm just saying that's not.
When the person said that to me, I went hard to paint. Like, really, motherfucker? Are you serious?
Miss Adverb is yelling. She contested the prenup. So if there's a prenup involved, oh man, see, I can't go deep down this rabbit hole.
Okay, well, let's not.
All right, guys, listen. Tomorrow
is our last show
of the year of
2021. We made it through.
Make sure you get through
it. Tomorrow, I think that our show should be a wrap up of the year's events. because when we come back,
we're not gonna talk current events. We're gonna go through this year.
Right.
We'll probably have some highlights from shows from this year as well, but definitely I will be running down like my top 10 people of the year. And my number one is like this is they're that person. They are the one, the chosen one.
Wow.
Nicole Sadler, she probably up with a lot of this shit. So pay up, Dre. Yeah, she might know some shit. Who knows? Anyways, tomorrow we'll be back. It is New Year's Eve. So we're gonna see y'all on the eve.
It's the eve of the eve.
The double eve.
The double eve.
6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, guys. Until then.
Oh, make sure that before we go, that we're going to be in San Diego, California. That's right, Sally Ann, California. New Year's Eve countdown 2022, New Year's Eve.
Laugh Factory, y'all.
Laugh Factory.
Hottest club in San Diego, yo.
In the Gaslamp District. In the Gaslamp District Friday night, 7 p.m., 10 p.m. If you happen to be in the San Diego area or know anybody from the San Diego area, make sure that you tell them to come to the show when we are up in the Bay Area at the Alameda Comedy Club, January 7th and 8th. Make sure you check us out. You'll see we are funny in real life as opposed to some people that actually do it online and have no idea how the fuck we do what we do.
Let's go.
And I didn't say their name.
Let's go. Okay. Also on Friday, Michigan is going to fucking destroy Georgia. Let's go.
If Michigan doesn't win, it's going to be.
Let's go, y'all. Savage AF, man. We'll be back here tomorrow to end out the year with y'all, man. Until then, cheers. Keep your finger out your nose. Life ain't nothing but a party.
Boom.